For the last week of The Source, we have coverage of the ceremonies to commemorate fellow Western students who we have lost. Thanks for tuning into The Source. I'm Tucker Horn.
And I'm Nicole Turner. Later on The Source, we discuss an unsolved arson, spring sports, and commencement plans for this Saturday. The Source for the final week of spring semester 2008 starts now.
Western Carolina held a memorial tree planting ceremony on Thursday, May the 1st in memory of the loss of Western students Pamela Bridges, Sean Serta, Xavier Goddard, Jessica Haddon, and Cameron Wagner. The ceremony was held at 3:30 p.m. in the Brown Cafeteria Plaza. These trees will join others that have been placed in between Brown and the former Student Union building to commemorate students who have lost their lives.
On Friday, May 2nd, Alpha Phi Omega Delta Zeta and student government held a variety show in memory of former Western student Jessica Haddon. The show lasted from 7 to 11 p.m. in the University Center Grand Room and includes acts from friends and family. The event was a memorial fundraiser to go towards a fund that Haddon's family had set up in her memory.
Last Tuesday, there was a brush fire behind NCAT across from Western's campus. Correspondents with The Source investigated.
It was a busy day for firefighters in Jackson County. It started with what was a discovery of smoke.
I'm Joe Wheelis here on the scene behind the NCAT, where it seems to be that a building has been set ablaze. The Silva, Savannah, and Cullowhee volunteer firefighters are here, and they are on the scene along with Western's University Police Department. There aren't any updates right now, but we'll bring you as much information as we can as soon as the story develops.
But at the end of the day, there was no comment from investigators at the scene.
This is currently under investigation, and we'd ask that the students and the public avoid this area at this time.
And the area is located behind the NCAT?
Correct. It's right behind NCAT.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Not at this time.
All right. Thank you.
So there was smoke and there was fire. And at the moment, that is all we know. TV62 will continue to investigate this story and will bring you details when they become available. Joe Wheelis, TV62 News, behind the NCAT.
The brush fire has been identified as arson. No details have been released, and no comments can be made until the investigation is complete.
The ladies of the Catamount softball team wrapped up their home season with a pair of shutouts last Tuesday, defeating Winston-Salem State 9-0, then 8-0. Pitchers Michelle Tating and Lily McDonough tossed 3 and 2 hit shutouts in the pair of 5-inning games, with 5 strikeouts coming from Tating. Stephanie Beatty hit a grand slam, and junior Lauren Ross hit 3 home runs to assist in the victories. This was the last home game at the Catamount softball complex, and the team awaits the Southern Conference tournament this week. They entered the tournament with a 7-15 record, which places them at 7th in the conference standings.
Head coach Larry Hunter filled the gap in the Catamount basketball staff last week with the announcement of Andre Gray as assistant coach of the Cats. Gray is coming from Gardner-Webb College, where he helped them gain a 16-16 overall record and a 9-7 league mark last season. The new hire replaces assistant Bobby Woolham, who took a position outside of basketball at the end of last season. Along with Gray, Hunter made the announcement that assistant Dustin Ford will be promoted to associate head coach.
The roller coaster baseball season here at Western continues. The Cats continue to struggle when facing Southern Conference opponents at home and on the road. Western traveled to Boone to go up against Appalachian State University, where they lost 2 games in a series of 3. In the final game of the series, Chris Masters came up with a big save when the Cats came back and won after 10 innings. The Cats got back on the road and took on Mercer College in Macon, Georgia, where Catamount pitching gained Western a victory in 10 innings. The Cats went on to win 8-7. Last month, the Cats went to Knoxville, Tennessee, where they play the team where former Catamount head coach Todd Raleigh left the Catamounts after their incredible playoff run last season to coach the Tennessee Volunteers. The Catamounts defeated Raleigh and his struggling Volunteer team 5-2. Returning to Cullowhee, the Cats continue to win by defeating Gardner-Webb Bulldogs by an 8-run margin. In this victory, senior Brett Shaft set 2 school records. Shaft set the record for the most base hits in the college career of a Western baseball player. The Catamounts wrap up their home games when they face the College of Charleston on May 15th through the 17th. After that, they head to Charleston, South Carolina for the Southern Conference Championship.
The Western Carolina women's track and field team is once again at the top of the podium. The men are right next to them in second after the completion of the Southern Conference Track and Field Championships, which were held here at the university 2 weekends ago. Several Lady Catamounts received individual awards as well. Those awards were received by Raquel Ramshore, who was named the most valuable track performer, and Felicia Paulding, who won Freshman of the Year.
Coming up next on The Source, politics across campus, student government elects new leaders, and Western tutors receive accreditation. We'll be right back after this.